Dude, did you see that? No? What'd I miss? Why didn't you see that? Well, my resolution kind of sucks. Dude, you need to go to the eye doctor and get that shit fixed. I can't. Why not? I can't afford it. Why not? I spent all my money on fat sharks. Oh, man. Dudes, check that shit out. I was going to get really fancy and do this great review of these Aomway goggles and do these side-by-side comparisons with my old favorite Boss cams. I'm not going to bother because these are better. I'm not going to waste my time. Don't get me, and I took my antenna off here. Don't get me wrong, I love my Boss cams, and they're my backup goggles. Excuse me, they're absolutely awesome. But these, for the money, these are the Aomway Commander V1s. Absolutely astounding. Okay, first off, hang on. We have to make a roto twister. Okay, this is my drink. So we got 100 proof rum in there with a little splash of strawberry Kool-Aid. You take some Sprite, mix in with that 100 proof Sailor Jerry's rum, stir that shit up with a screwdriver or something. That's good stuff. So anyhow, these are badass, and I've already modified them, of course, because that's what I do. I've only flown with them twice, and I just think the DVR. These, okay, let's get back to this. Boss cams. Love these goggles. The DVR is awesome. The reception's awesome. They're true diversity. The menu's fucked up and a pain in the ass. The eye cup is, well, this is a modified eye cup, but it's very, very, very nice. They don't fog up, and they don't have a fan, okay? But they don't fog up, which is interesting, because if you take Fat Shark styles, which these are my good old faithful, now retired Fat Sharks, these you have to use the fan or they smoke up. And I guess it's just because these rubber caps are, this rubber goggle is wide enough to give you have enough air in there, they just don't fog up. And I flew in 110 degree heat with these this summer, and rock on. They're great. I love them. They're my backups. They're also one of my Father's Day presents, so they're really cool. But these, I'm telling you right now, dudes, if you're going to go out and buy goggles, not box styles, but goggles, get the Aomways. I was extremely fortunate. My buddy Nick in Serbia and I think he messaged me, and he's like, dude, they're in stock. Order them. I'm like, bam, click. And we both ordered them. He got his 2 days ago. Fucker, he beat me to it. And I got mine today. And then, like, literally within like 2 hours, they're out of stock again. So I'm very fortunate for that. They're rock and roll, very cool. I did use the thicker foam. Okay, I've got a head like an arrowhead anyway. You know, I got a pointy ass face and a long skull, and that's why I had to buy different rubber for this guy. But the thicker foam, beautiful, no light leakage at all. Perfect. I put one of my handmade far view antenna pagodas on here with my little JSONified locker in there. Love these antennas. I swear by them. And I have the Menace right hand circular polarized patch antenna on here as well. I covered up the Aomway sticker with my Menace sticker. Put my Cobra motor stickers on here. Totally JSONified this thing because, you know, you have to. The other thing I did, this, if you saw the first sneak peek video, there's a third strap. This actually comes with a harness similar to a box style, okay, goggle like this. I just don't think it's necessary. I really don't on a goggle. And one of my biggest bitches that I hate is a bunch of shit hanging off of your goggles. That's what I did not like about these. These came with a battery adapter. These came with it too. Shit, did I already lose it? I was testing it earlier. Anyway, here it is. This little, ooh shit, I left it plugged in. This little shit, okay, this 243S little step down doohickey, and you stick it on the back, and it's got a little, you stick your battery in this thing, your 3S, and sorry Nick, I know you're running a 3S on yours, and then you wrap this thing around the front, and blah blah. I don't like the bullshit hanging off my goggles. That was my biggest bitch with this. I didn't like, they have the same principle. I think it was a 3 and a 4S, but it had these boss cams came with the exact same thing as this. It's in my drawer somewhere, and I'm like, fuck that, I hate that. So I built my own batteries. You may have seen on my video. I put a 5-volt back on here, a little switch, you know, real gay looking. This is like totally Bardwell, you know, gay enough to wear a dress type of thing. And it's got this micro or mini USB thing. You know, that's what I don't like about these goggles. And that in the menu is really kind of, it's not intuitive. It's kind of convoluted the way the menu works out. But other than that, these are the cat's ass. I love these goggles. They are cheaper than the Aomways. So this might, and I did a review on these, so you might want to look into these if you are a little bit more on a budget. Like I said, I think AliExpress has them for like $1.89, or you can buy them for like $2.50 just about anywhere else. I actually recommend you not buy the Boss Cams. I recommend you buy the Align. Align makes a white and black one that's the exact same thing. Buy those instead. They're the exact same goggle, but they have the better cup, which is, this is an Align cup that I bought for this. But anyway, this isn't about those. These are awesome. So the DVR, just as good as these. And these are just smoking, better than Fat Sharks. You guys have seen my micro flights, and I might fly like shit, but my DVR is up there. And so you've seen the DVR from these. If you've watched any DVR on my channel, it came from these guys. These are just as good, just as comparable, hands down, no problem. The video, just as good as these. They're the same resolution, mind you. I think they're 840 and blah, 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 blah. You all can read the specs. The breakup was 0. And I will post actually pretty much everything you see on my channel after this, as far as DVR footage, is going to be these. Because these are going to be my main specs, and these are going to be my backups, and these are getting sold. So, anyhow, these... I only flew around the neighborhood. You know, I haven't sat here and tested these fuckers for like, you know, 6 weeks or anything. But UAView Futures, they're his main goggles, and I'm not one to follow the crowd or anything, but everybody that I've seen just thinks, or reviews on these just been like, oh my god, dude, these things smoke. And they do. I put this patch on there with no angulation, no articulation on this patch, which I need to fix that. I can't tilt it up, which you should. Works like a rape tape. This works like a rape tape. Absolutely perfect. The menu is so simple and benign that it's like, you don't even have to worry about it. Your DVR playback, you guys can read the manual. DVR playback, and, you know, do you want your video in, video out? I mean, it's very, very, very short bus, simplistic. Like I said, I used the fat guy foam, actually, I guess narrowhead foam for these. The thing I love about these, that I hated about these, and I love these goggles, I use them every day, is the fucking micro SD card is a bitch to get out. So if you guys have Fat Sharks or Boss Cams that have this, you know, and these are even worse because you got this big condom on the front. What I did was I actually took Scotch tape, a little piece of Scotch tape, and I wrapped it around the end of the micro SD card, and I stuck it in there so it's like a flag on the micro SD, and you just push it in, it unlocks, and you grab the flag and you pull it out. Boom! Bam! Rock and roll. That works good. This, oh, look at this. Look at that. Bam! That comes out like a Catholic girl. Look at that shit. I mean, that's just, bam, perfect. Holds up to 32 gig. I love that feature. I know that's simple. I'm a simple guy. But that is just, poof, love it. Got my Cobra Motor stickers on there. Got to have those. Makes it work better. I took my brand new goggles. I cut off that third strap. Because, really, guys, you don't need it. Like I said, I got a narrow head, and if you have a fat head, it's probably even better. Cut that shit off. You don't need it. I literally took a razor blade, cut it off. I left this on here just in case I want to stick my my vape back there. You know, that'd be kind of sweet. Where's my vape? Fuck me. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm losing everything today. Oh, yeah. That might fit. Let's see. Here's an old kangaroo. It might. You could, you know, bam. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Here's my favorite bit of this. I did not have to make a battery. Check it out. Now, pretend this says Fat Shark, because this is a Fat Shark battery. What I did is I took my trusty Sherlock tape, which is that bristle block shit. You know, if you're born in the 70s like me, that's what this reminds me of, bristle blocks. And you can get it from Amazon, hang on, for like 20 bucks. And I get like, you know, I don't know, 2 meters at a time. I use it on batteries, I use it on everything. You know, stick my kid to the ceiling with it, great shit. So I took my Fat Shark pod battery, is what I call these. And what these are, and you may have seen this in one of my other videos, this is a vape battery doohickey. Fat Shark batteries suck balls. They're terrible. I mean, this thing here is a bag of ass, man. I mean, that's like, what is this? 760, lasts about 13 seconds. You couldn't electrocute a tadpole with that thing. Buy one of these. These Fat Shark batteries are kick-ass. You have to buy the battery separate, but it's $17 if I remember right. Maybe not even that much. And it's got a little gay meter on there. See that? Pretty slick. I stick my Sherlock on there. Stuck my Sherlock on there. Bam! Look at that. And it works. Dude, how cool is that? So you don't have to take one of those gay-ass, you know, big old, you know, well, check it out. We should take Fat Boy, my big, you know, 4S huge lipo, and put it on the back of there, you know. You don't have to do that. It'll take this voltage perfectly fine. So if you get these goggles, go to Amazon or Banggood or wherever you want, 17 bucks, I believe, maybe 15 bucks. Buy this, buy a couple of those vape batteries. It says in the description, what are these damn things? Samsung, blah, 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 18650s. Just Google that, you can get them. They're like 5 cents a ton, no big deal. And bam, you're done, kid. I mean, that's awesome. I love that. I am like so in love with these goggles just for that fact. So whoever buys my old Fat Sharks, they're gonna have to buy their own battery, because I was gonna sell this battery with them, but now that I know it works, so I think the input voltage for these is 7 to, I've been drinking, hang on a minute, 7 to 24 volt, does that sound right? We'll get back past all the Jinglish here. Anyhow, it does work. You all don't even have to test it. 7 to 18 volt, my bad. 2 to 4S battery. So, rock and roll, awesome. Love that fact. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Supports up to 32 gig. I may have already said that, been drinking. HDMI in, which is awesome. So if I'm sitting on an airplane, I can HDMI out from my laptop into here and watch Star Wars, which is kind of cool. I got a headphone jack there. Bam, you set up. And it actually came with decent antennas. It really did. It came with a patch, which this is, you know, on the scale of 1 to 10 of 4, my opinion. But hey, it came with it. That's balls. And then it came with a good old-fashioned Aomway Cloverleaf, which I don't really use these anymore. I use Pagodas on everything, guys. And I got a review coming up when it comes in on the Pagoda patch. I ordered 2 of those, the Farview patch, sorry. And I ordered 2 of those pigs, and that's just going to be balls. So I can't wait for that. The picture on these is beautiful. Now, I am colorblind, so you can't use me for color. Grayscale colorblind, so color for me, I don't care about any of that. But the picture's beautiful. I flew around my neighborhood, and you guys have seen my neighborhood and where I fly, do my test flights of my micros and stuff like that. And you see breakup every now and then here and there with this. And these Boss Cams have awesome reception. I got up 1,700 feet with EWAD. I was up 1,700 feet and out 1,200, I think. And I had 0 breakup, and I was just like looking at glass. But around my neighborhood, I got a lot of trees and shit like that. And I get the occasional snow and crap like that. I was flying my Flyeg 130 build that I did with these. And I'm not going to put up the DVR because it's a long story, but and I had 0 breakup, dude. It was like watching Cinemax. It was awesome. So if I find anything wrong or shitty with these, I will let you guys know. But seriously, if you've got the money, fuck these things. I mean, these are great goggles. I love my Attitudes. I really, truly do. If these had DVR, I would not have these two, okay? And you can buy the new Attitudes that have DVR, but they're like $350. Well, dude, that's $350. This was $250. If you only got $250, go buy these from a line. If you got $350, buy these. Don't buy this shit. I mean, I bought these off eBay off of a guy. They were used, but mint. I love them. Great backups. I built a far view for them. They got great reception. I like them. I would have never paid for them new. Only Fat Sharks I own, besides those teleporters I bought when I first started, which are terrible. So I'm going to sell these pigs. You know, fuck that. Those are gone. This battery with these goggles, you can't do better. You can't. I mean, if you go out and buy Fat Sharks $500 Dominators, these have amazing resolution, amazing DVR, simple menu, amazing reception. I guess the only, and you know, for my narrow ass spear of a head, I adjust just fine. You got the fan, so you're not going to fog up. If I had to pick a downer, I wish the faceplate was curved more. That's where Fat Sharks got them beat. Look at that. Fat Sharks, wham! Look at that, boomerang. And this is like, bam, 2x4. It's not horrible though. It really isn't. If it fits my bird brain, it'll fit you. This thing is just, oh, forget about it. This is like wearing a pussy. This thing's just comfy. But the resolution's beautiful. I said earlier in my sneak peek, you might be able to find Joshua's pecker. That's not true, but I did find his nuts. Look, bam, there they are. So, guys, if you're looking for good goggles at an economical price and you don't want to get on the Fat Shark bandwagon, which I really recommend you don't, there's so many good options out there. Don't fuck around with Fat Shark, seriously. Unless they need to do two things. They need to get better resolution. They need to, I mean, they've got the IPD adjustments, which is good. They fit really well. They are a good quality. I mean, I've never had a problem with mine. But they need to drop the fucking price. I mean, they've got these out there for $350. They've got those, what are those other pigs that are coming out? The Eachine EV100s or something like that, that I've seen UAV Future Stu review. They don't have DVR diversity, but they're still a nice spec, and they're only $100. Really, guys? Y'all need to drop your shit and drop your costs, because it's just not kosher. These were never very popular, Boss Cams. I think this is one of the best goggles you can get for the money. But yeah, you know, I don't know if it's marketing or just because it's kind of snafu Chinese funkiness. I stand by these. I think these are badass. I'm going to keep them as my spares. But Fat Shark, really, guys, this should be $100. This should be $50. You can get EV800s for like, I think Banggood had them on special for like $40, and these things are like looking in a movie theater. No DVR on this particular one, but yeah, fuck a whole lot of that. $350, forget about it. I would pay $700 for those, as opposed to those. I wouldn't actually do it. But that's my gist. I just, like I said, if I find anything, because I want y'all to trust me. You've seen me fly. I fly like an idiot. I smash it. I break shit. If anybody can do a review on endurance and relative quality over time, bam, it's me, because I beat the shit out of things. And I will let you know if anything goes south of cheese with these, but I'm taken, seriously. And like I said, I was going to do this great comparison. I was going to do side-by-side DVR, Boss Cam versus these. I'm not going to bother. These are better, period, hands down. These are awesome. I mean, these are like just that much not as good as these. That's my spin. If anybody out there has any questions, I'll be posting plenty of DVR of these. I was going to do a DVR of it, and I thought, why? You guys are going to watch a bunch of bullshit that I fly later on anyway, so that's what it'll be on. So, yeah, that's my take. I think these things are just best time you can have with your pants up, as I say. I mean, it's just awesome. So please, if you have any questions, I would be glad to help you and talk to you about them. Badass. And one thing I want to a shout out to, I was thinking about my buddy Zebra FPV. He hooked up with me on LinkedIn, which is a business, you know, social media thing that I'm big on. and got a face with the name. Good to see you, brother. Hope we talk till we're dead, which will be a long time from now. But what sparked this with me is it is also 9/11. So please remember those folks that that perished in that, and thank our military for going after those bastards out in Sandland that we should make a glass parking lot out of. And remember those that were lost. I've been to Ground Zero as a visitor. I've been to Oklahoma City Bombing Museum, and you know, all these things, because I'm fortunate enough to travel a lot, and it takes your breath away, you know, thinking about these things, and don't forget what happened on this day. So cheers to that, and guys, bless you. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Or you want to see anything, please let me know. And until then, drink hard, have fun, love your family, live life. See you guys. Bye.